would like a few more spot removal spells on the sideboard, but other than that, we'll give it a try. Boom, boom, boom. We have like an hour and 45 minutes today. I hope these matches don't go super long. Now, having a fourth size kind of weird too, but like I guess this deck doesn't take advantage of it as much as the Storm deck. Card's like obviously incredibly powerful though. Hey, it's a big time grinder. Well then, scary, scary. We'll keep this hand. Hmm. I'm excited to see that. Would have really liked this to come into play untapped. Hmm. Guess I'm gonna do this. Wrecked. Hmm. Kind of interesting. Think I want to hold up counterspell? Yeah, I don't think I want to battle here. They can pay for this. Probably right to make them pay for it. Well, this isn't going well. We can't really play this because of that. So I guess we just kill that. I don't think 1 point of damage matters, but 1 point of life may. Damn it! Why is this card so popular? Alright, well, we've just lost this game then, unless we draw like exactly Herald of Anguish. He can pay for this, but it's probably not worth it for him. Not sure how we're supposed to survive this game. So if we block that, we just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably the best thing we can do. Oh, will Walking Ballista be enough next turn, or will we need another land? Honestly, probably gonna need both, right? Oh, I messed up there. Should have waited until end of turn and hell kept Metallic Rebuke up. Not that it really matters. They have enough to pay for Rebuke with anything anyway. About a million different things kill us now. So we go down to 2 like this. We did not get an extra land. Well, I see a way to survive, but I don't see a way to win. I'm not sure there is a way to win, so. Well, this keeps us alive, assuming they have nothing. But again, I don't think there's any way to win like this. I think we're just dead on board. I don't know what we're even drawing to. Like this block a little bit more because we're trying to get rid of this guy. Lose the Blossoming defense this way, but not going to play around trying to beat a Blossoming defense. Like we're obviously so far behind that I feel like that's fairly futile. Because I'm not sure we can even beat what's on the board. Eh. If they don't have a removal spell, we've technically found a way to get another turn. They probably drew that this turn, so that's good for us. Gonna go ahead and use this. We're really needing to draw a Herald at this point. Probably sack our 2 artifacts. Oh, I messed up again. I shouldn't have tapped the blue mana. I don't know how I'm on this like kind of bad autopilot right now, but alright, well that doesn't change the board any. I think we get to start attacking now. Only gonna attack with 1. The fact that we found a way to attack this game is kind of amusing. We've also gone through a bunch of cards. A lot of things just stone kill us, though. It's one of those things that we can probably just never beat. I'm not sure what we need now. Herald. Are you the card that gets us there? So we'll call Walking Ballista here. Actually, we want some activations up, right? So there's no reason not to tap this, and I guess we can tap this. We're pretty close to not having good attacks. Do we want to draw a card? I don't think so. Ooh. Alright, well, we don't have to survive long now, do we? They don't have great attacks. The card doesn't help a whole lot. I don't even know what to call with this one. What do we call with this one? What else is in their deck? Guess I call Vivian, even though I don't think it's in the main deck. Let's call Vraska's Contempt. Or, sorry, Vraska's Relic Seeker, just in case. I think there's a higher likelihood that's in the main deck. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. If we keep 2 activations up, he can't beat us for a removal spell. I mean, he obviously flooded out immensely. Like, in their 21 cards, they saw 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. So he drew about 50% of their deck as lands. But just the fact that we beat the double Brontodon opening is kind of wild to me. Just wild. I like to say the word wild. Things are just wild. What are you going to do when things are wild on you? Kind of want to bring those in. I kind of want to take the Traveler's Amulets out. Like, I think this is going to be a common theme that I just, like, always want to take this card out. But maybe I can't. Maybe Brontodon, or maybe Rebuke's just aren't as good on the draw. So I guess we'll try it like this. I'll probably bring them back in on the play. I kind of want to bring a Karn in or two as well. Hey Murph, what's up? But I don't know what to take out for them. I would have probably took out Antiquities Wars, and that probably isn't right. Again, something that might be a little better on the play than the draw, but not sure. It's a keep. Ooh. That's a good draw. You got crushed by Venom? Seems like a fairly standard thing. Like, Venom crushes tons of people. Venom's very good. Does he really not have anything? Well, if he doesn't have anything, I'm just going to hold the cast down. Blueback Blows? Kind of supposed to be a good match for you, right? I don't know which of these I actually want to kill. I guess I'm going to kill this one, and then just Sorcerer Spyglass the other one. I have a Vivian Reed too. Still think I have to call the Thrashing Brontodon once we have the Antiquities War in our hand. We might regret not sacking that Traveler's Amulet. It'll take 6 down to 9. Yeah, not sacking that Traveler's Amulet's going to come back and bite us, I think. When it's a free roll to sack it now, it replaces itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Could just play both of these, but that's not going to be enough to win. Guess we're going to do this. So they definitely have a Vivian Reed in their hand. So I believe I'm actually just going to kill this one so that they can't kill our Antiquities Wars. I don't know if that's right, but it lets us put 20 points of power on the table. So that was a good draw. Probably dead then. Don't think we have an out now. Yeah, I don't think we have an out now. He's just not going to block if we attack. Playing this and playing this and getting 2 things. Leaves us with 1 blocker and we still take 5. Yeah, we're dead. So nothing we do gives us an out here. But I get to look at one of their cards. Alright, well, we're dead. What if I messed that game up? He hit the land, so they would have been able to Vivian the thing. Maybe I shouldn't have just went for that play. I feel like this card's better on the play. I kind of feel like we want this card as well. Maybe we should just try to draw Bantu's Last Reckoning. Maybe that was the actual out in that spot. That could have been what we did wrong. I think I want to dump those two. This card seems important here. All of these cards seem kind of important. I'm just not going to play the Rebukes. I feel like the Rebukes are actually good, but I'm just not going to play them. This hand's weak. We have 18 more lands, and I think we have 6 or 7 of like the Traveler's Amulets and stuff, though, so we're going to try it. Blue-black version, better against green deck. I'm just not sure it's better versus green decks. The interesting turn. I guess we can let them keep that for a turn. Since they don't have the energy. One turn doesn't seem like it matters. If we don't draw lands, though, we're going to have some serious problems. What is this attack? I guess I'm just taking it. That's not a land. Maybe they just have Fatal Push. Oh, they tapped out. I guess they don't have Fatal Push. What can they play this turn that I care about? Nothing? They can play a Vivian Reed. That takes our opportunity to play Languish or Herald away next turn. Wait, what'd I take one for no reason for? Did I honestly draw the only card in my entire deck that I couldn't really play this turn? What'd I do? I didn't want to double block Glint. Like, I specifically did not want to double block Glint. Like, that was an active choice not to. If I make that play and he has a blossoming defense, he gets to save one of his guys at the end of the turn. Or he could have had push. Opponent didn't level me. This is such a tilt. So, like, this game's over. I think we might have won this game if we just drawn lands, but who knows? Who knows? Opponent didn't next level me. They wanted me to block with the Ballista. They didn't want to let me untap with it, because if I untapped and I had a land, I got both of their things for just one of my things. It's just like a free attack by him. Alright, we keep. We'll have to hit some lands, but I think it's a keep anyway. I think it's a pretty powerful hand if we just draw some black mana. Opponent tapped, not always. I'm not sure what that means. I guess they think we're playing Storm and like they're upset about it. No, they're playing a blue deck, so we just can't win, I guess. This deck's not going to be the counterspell deck, I don't think. Maybe post-board, but I'm talking about pre-board. Kinda hope they play Whirler Virtuoso or something this turn. Alright, well now we have to decide whether we think they even have counter spells in their deck. I have made the decision that I'm just not going to risk it, even though I assume they probably don't. Alright, well they're done after they showed us this. So they're probably playing that Yawgmoth's Vow Offering weird deck. What's good versus the Yawgmoth's Wild or Vow Offering weird deck? Maybe these? Maybe these? Probably don't need you. We'll keep in the spot removal. Shave on a couple you want to draw. Nope, that wasn't that was Palladium Moors or whatever. The Nile one. There's a deck going around like in Japan or whatever where they're like playing a 3-color Grixis list, but like the go is to like play Skirk Prospector into Starkin and to just start slamming dragons, and they play like Yawgmoth's Vow Offerings and stuff too because there's so many legends in their decks. And I'm going to assume he's on something like that. Well, if we hit an artifact, this hand will be very good. If we don't hit an artifact, it'll be very bad. But I'm not going to discard, or I'm not going to mulligan a hand with 2 counterspell versus what I'm assuming their deck is. Well, we did sideboard out quite a few artifacts. We took out like 7 or something. That Renegade map would have been a really nice draw on turn 1. If they just have the Sarkhan, we'll be in trouble. Oh, they're missing their land again? What? Opponent. That's wild. 2 games in a row of just not playing Magic. And they can still play Magic. Oh, never mind. They're just done. So I was right. 2 games in a row of them just not playing Magic. They're tilted and they're done. They'll have no more of our shenanigans. Alright, we'll play first. Hand's fine. We're going to get some of our big key spells, but I'd say this hand will give us enough time to like take several draw steps at trying to find them. Our opponent mulligans. Hopefully our opponent's not playing a red deck because this hand's like super bad versus Chain Whirler. This hand's super bad versus a lot of things. It's like not great versus Frashy B either. I wonder how many decks there are in this format that are not either Frashy B or Chain Whirler decks. I'm actually going to kill that thing. I don't know what they're curving into, but like maybe they're mana screwed. Who knows? Maybe I should have kept it for a Frashing Brontodon, actually. Oh god. Now I don't know what to play. This can actually end the game really quickly. Guess I'm going to cast this one. Random 1-drop. We're not blocking, so we're attacking. If we draw a land next turn, we can play 2 artifacts plus Herald. If we don't draw a land, potentially Antiquities War will give us a 3rd artifact we can play. Long story short is we're going to have some options on this following turn. There's a land. I guess we're going to take this one. That just seems better. Because now we can do all of this. So we just have to dodge Frashy B now. If we dodge Frashy B, like, we're still, like, probably set up that we can just win the game now. But if they don't kill the Antiquities War, they're going to have some problems next turn. Oh gosh, they're going to have some problems. I don't think they quite understand what's about to happen. Or they're playing fogs. Your guess is as good as mine. But anyway, we attack you for turn or for 40 on turn 6. I think this is turn 6. This is turn 6, right? Yeah. 40 you on turn 6. I entitled this picture, Good Draw. They're blocking. I'm confused. Okay, so we definitely want the spot removal. We definitely want the Bantus. I feel like the Karns are okay in this match because they make big enough things to block. But the problem is I don't know what to take out in this match. I don't really want to take out these Rebukes. Maybe on the draw we can try to shave these this game. I just don't really know. I think Sorcerer Spyglass is still worth keeping in because it like shuts down Heart of Kieran, shuts down Vivian, shuts down Bronte, shuts down Relic Seeker. Can't keep a one land hand though, at least not without any of the Renegade maps. Can keep this hand. I'm actually going to leave that on top. It's a good one. Guess we're passing here. Just holding up Rebuke. Probably Rebuke anything they play that takes all of their mana. Alright, it's time for us to draw a Herald or something. Maybe an Antiquity Wars, but like probably a Herald. Alright, that was successful. Yeah, so I guess we're hoping for no Blossoming Defense. Oh, well, we'll take that instead. It may not survive. They do play fight effects. Some of them have Hours of Glory and stuff. But either way, it's still a pretty good card because they're going to have to discard at least one spell here, and then they'd have to spend a spell on it. Hopefully they just don't have the Nature's Way or whatever it takes to kill it. It may have been bad to even play it because, like, if they just crew, they can Galta. I don't know if we can beat Galta. We're certainly not blocking if they're attacking. Wow, they had 3 Still Leaf champions. So they'll save this with a blossoming defense if they have it. Really? That's so free for them. I'm just attacking. I don't think they have it. If they have it, I think their plays were just strange. And this player didn't seem like they were like a bad player, so like just not going to play around them making strange plays. And still just easily lose this game. Like we might even actually be behind. I'm taking 9 this turn, but like next turn this can kill 2 things and block a thing. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack. Ugh. Montu's Last Reckoning, you say? Don't think we'll be playing that one. Not versus a Scrap Heap Scrounger and friends. Activate abilities for 2 and sack a artifact to give something -2/-2 until end of turn. We're probably not behind, but I guess we could be. I think it's going to come down to a top decking war. Like, who draws the better cards from here is probably going to win this game. Though, they don't have a good attack, so that's good for us. We get a 3 block on that. We kill the champion. Technically, we can kill the Scrap Heap Scrounger too if we want. Choose target creature. Pay. Sacrifice this thing. Now I can start attacking with the Herald, so I don't really like this. Choose target creature. This uses our mana better. Oh, that was a good draw. Tell you something you don't know. My name's Ray. You probably didn't know my name. With Arini. Anyway, so we're going to keep attacking. We can block here with the servo and sack and kill the servant. Like, basically, we're just trying to fade a Vivian Reed. Or, like, a plummet effect. Crushing vines, or whatever, like, random effect. Hour Glory. My middle name is not Charles. That's weird. They still kept a card in their hand. That's pretty good. So what's the card they're discarding? Galta. It is a card that they would have to discard, isn't it? And that doesn't kill us. So we know we win now. We can just block if we feel like it, or we can just take 5. Or we could have just sacked the servo. Could have done a bunch of different things there. But it doesn't matter. We have 3 5/5 attackers for the next turn. Is anybody excited for the Silver Showcase draft? Uh-oh. An item on my Steam wish list is available for sale. What item are you? We will play first. Elder's Sign Online. It's cheap enough that I may buy it. We'll keep. So we know we just want to curve out here. What's the highest likelihood of me curving out here? I guess this. A red deck. This hand's probably not going to be great versus a red deck. Guess I need double black more than I need the blue. We'll at least get to see their hand. I guess we're calling Hardicurin. So that's new. Get rid of that. What? I guess they just didn't even bother to play the Hardicurin then? I don't know why, but that confuses me. It confuses me because, like, now they've taken away the opportunity of drawing relevant top decks. Like, they can't draw an Abrade now and have their 4/4. Man, they drew the mountain. I don't want to sack this Traveler's Amulet. I could have in that spot. So we know 3 of their 4 cards. I mean, they can't do it on turn 3 or turn 4, but they could draw it on like turn 5 or something, and then like it would be relevant to up their damage. I think I'm going to take a turn off and just jam the Antiquities War. We kind of like need an Antiquities War going right now. I guess I'm going to take this one, even though it's arguable that the Walking Ballista is better with the Beaumont Courier so high. It's also arguable that I should have sacked the Traveler's Amulet that turn. Well, that was a heck of a draw for them. That was a heck of a draw for us. So if I play this, I get 2, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So we can play this. Which leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which means this is a free row. They have to discard one of their cards here. They have a cut in their hand, but they'll be discarding the Heart of Kirin, of course. We can attack for 30 next turn, so they need something. They also have a cut that we know about. What is this? 4 cards? Chandra, we don't care. Yeah, Chandra doesn't do a whole lot. I guess they're going to play Chandra, tick it up, and then smash the Herald. But in that case, we can just like kill their Hazoret. They have to hit the Herald. We can kill their Hazoret and their Chandra. And if we draw a land, we can kill their Hazoret, their Chandra, and their Beaumont. Can't really attack. It might be able to attack with only Beaumont, but well. So if I play this and smash this and attack with them all, they take 20. Oh no, they don't take 20. I'm so bad at math. So if I attack them with everything, they eat one of my guys, they chump one of my guys, and they take a bunch. But potentially not enough. Huh. So they chump that, they eat that, and they take 16 down to 4. I don't know if we can make that play then. We might actually have to send 3 at Chandra. They're going to be discarding the 1 card in their hand, we know that. I think sending 3 at Chandra may be overall worth it. How do we win the game if we do that? So I want these 3 going at Chandra. And I want these 3 going at his face. The argument that I guess I could have kept Servo untapped there. Wow, it's the second time we've had to make somebody discard and all they have was a scrap heap scrounger left. They hadn't found a way to make us discard at any other point in the game. I do like the fact that when we untap, now we can probably kill the Hazard. I'm going to go ahead and preserve 5 points of life because of the cut in the graveyard. Which means it turns off my Metallic Rebuke, but... that was a good draw. I think our opponent's going to complain again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Told you our opponent was going to complain again. Oh my, what a joke has been called. Opponent's not entirely wrong. I think these are pretty decent here. I think these are pretty decent here. On the draw, I keep taking out these Traveler's Amulets, but the more and more we've played, the more and more I realize I'm probably just super wrong about that. I do think like Walking Ballista is not particularly exciting in this match. What else can we shave? Every card in this deck just seems so good for what the deck does. Obviously, I'm not saying a Traveler's Amulet is a good Magic card. We'll shave one. After I just said I don't want to. Prophetic Prisms, I guess, seem like they do the least of anything in the whole deck. Should leak opponent our stream. I think this hand's keepable. But it's not great. Guess we'll call Chandra then. Torch of Defiance. Opponent has a very good hand. So put that out there. Their hand is great. It'll be very hard for us to beat that hand. Very hard indeed. Not. We might not be able to beat that hand unless we draw like exactly Antiquities War on one of the next draw steps. And then that still may not be good enough. It's probably not good enough. Antiquities War is probably just not good enough in this spot. We probably have to draw a ridiculously good Battle to the Bridge. They drew a Hazard too, and they complained about us getting lucky. We've saw their hand every step of the way when we didn't really even draw that many good spells versus them. But like we see what they're drawing, whereas they had no idea what we're drawing. But that's okay. Maybe a big Battle to the Bridge still does it. Let's assume it doesn't. And we're dead, right? And we may not be dead. We know they get to attack with Hazoret now. But Hazoret's actually not very good here. I mean, obviously Hazoret's good. We're at 3 life. It's not like a game-winning spell, though. Interesting. So it's kind of important that we kill this. So let's think about that first. We just can't do it all. Yeah, we can't do it all. So I guess we're just going to start with this. That's a Chandra. So we're going to tap Hazoret here so they can't throw damage at us. I'll sacrifice this for a land. I'm going to play this. We're going to play this. If they draw a Goblin Chain Whirler, we're dead, by the way. Alright, so we gotta fade at least one Goblin Chain Whirler, and then if we get to untap, we can kill Hazoret and we have options. We could also just draw Battle to the Rib Bridge. We need to dodge like a Murder Boat here as well. I like how I called Hazoret on 2 things, by the way, when I could have just called Scrap Heap Scrounger. That was a play mistake. That was a play mistake. Yeah, that was a bad play mistake. Oh, they hit a second Scrap Heap Scrounger. Ooh, that's a good one. Now a lot more things kill us. A lot of things kill us now. We can beat the board, though. Let's draw. We punted this game, though. If we just called Scrappy Scrounger on this, we had a good chance to win. But we didn't have that good of a chance to win. They just, like, abrade it and then bound back or whatever. And they probably win the following turn. I don't know. No, we probably win. We probably win if I didn't punt. It's not a good feeling to think you've thrown away a game like I just think I threw away that game. I'm gonna land back on the play. actually hurting me now that I think I punted that game. I think this hand's about the lowest hand we can keep. It's like hands like very, very medium. We'd be storming. Storming the countryside. Well, that's unfortunate. They're going to take the only card in their hand that matters. And the rest of our hand does nothing, and we're going to be at 3 cards while they still have 6. It's not a good sign for us. If they have even a single, like on Last One's Disintegration, I don't know if we can win, regardless of what we draw. Well, they don't so far. Problem is, we're not very close to doing anything yet. We actually need to draw a land? I don't think I'm going to sack the amulet. JK, looks like we should have sacked the amulet. Got punished again. Another me just not playing my deck well, I think. Think we had a good chance to win again if I just hadn't punted bad. So I've made multiple pretty clear mistakes. Alright, untapped land, you can do it. Not an untapped land. Let's just do... Yeah, let's do this first. Goblin Chain Whirler, so I can't even play this one then. Yep, definitely punted this game. This game was probably a win. It's just inexperience with the deck. Hey, Stevie. Well, at least that's good. Alright. So we need them to brick just 1 or 2 turns. Not a lot, just 1 or 2 turns. Basically 1 turn, then we'll have the Metallic Rebuke up, then we can start doing the work with our Herald of Anguish. So we kind of just need them to brick this 1 turn. Problem is, I think we have to block if they attack. Oh, well, they can't attack then. Guess we're going to pass. So they can't even play these cards, right? Oh, JK. They can play these cards. Opponent says, nice life. They top deck a Hazret. Do I want to kill this? I'm going to kill it. Nicer life, I guess. Guess we're going to get rid of the Hazret one with our current life total. And we're just ahead in this race. Plus, we still have a Metallic Rebuke for if they draw another big threat. They break even a turn, we're probably good enough. Obviously, we get wrecked here if they drew exactly Murder Boat, but they don't have another card in their deck that matters. I hate people who complain and then get lucky. If we draw another one, we'll be fine. That's a good draw. I don't think attacking for one matters. Blocking a Beaumont Courier mattered, though. Again, that's the only card in his deck that he can draw that makes what I just did bad. He only gets one card at least. We're never blocking, so we might as well attack. Again, this is only bad if they draw Hazret. They tapped 4 mana. Okay, Glorybringer. It's unfortunate. Could be enough to beat us, but he's actually going to exert. Not worried about this card beating us if he's exerting. Okay, he did not exert. That was a good draw. Guess opponent's going to complain about that one too. Let's just gain us $1 billion here. The next turn we have 20 points of attacking, but he can block this turn. It will be a double chump block. Oh, wow. Not a double chump block. Well, we know the other card in their hand, so they're just hoping that the Beaumont hits them something. But the only thing it can hit at this point that matters is Hazoret. Hazoret would block for a turn. Not going to let us draw our card? Okay. Alright, well, we got a pity chest with this deck. Let's see if we can finish the next match in 24 minutes, because I really have to go at 5 tonight. Yeah, opponent was complaining, even though like we were seeing their hand almost every turn with Sorcerous Spyglasses, and then they were basically drawing their first or second best card every turn of the game, while we were going like turn after turn without drawing our relevant stuff. Can't keep this hand. Can keep this hand, but it's not great. Don't want that. This is the only way to get Metallic Rebuke on the next turn. And then we have to get a little lucky. Oh, they're playing Wizard Red. I'm going to assume that we're on a 0%er versus that. Maybe we can draw Psy and it'd be good enough, but I doubt it. Like, triple 1-drop versus this deck doesn't feel like something we're going to be particularly competitive with. We do at least have Metallic Rebuke for this turn, though. If our mana had lined up better this game, we would have been able to have Herald on 4, which would have gave us a chance. Our mana did not line up particularly well, though. Alright, well, I'm just taking my 2 damage. That was actually a pretty good draw. Alright, I'm not giving us 0%. I'm just giving us a low percent. Flame of the Keld has to be counterspelled. They didn't have it last turn, I think, or they would have probably played it. A pretty easy trade. And they have to discard their last card. It's not a burn spell, and we know that. So if we dodge this turn, we're probably a favorite. Well, we dodged that turn. My head? We may get lucky and steal this game. It's going to depend on how many burn spells they draw. Flame of the Keld. Alright, well, we're not getting lucky and stealing this game then, are we? We can win in 2 attacks, but they're going to draw 3 cards next turn. Trying to think of if there's anything I'm going to play this for. I don't think so. I think I'm just bashing with all. That way we can try to close in 1 turn and hope that they don't draw 5 points of burn off this single turn. They can also get like 2 haste creatures and a lightning strike. Nice. Alright, well, we got there. Again, I don't expect to win this match, but it feels really good to get game 1. Maybe we want these again. We definitely probably want the. We definitely probably want. We definitely probably want. We definitely probably want. I actually think Sorcerer's Spyglass is less good in this match than a lot of these Wizard Red decks. Though I don't think it's like completely trash. I also think Metallic Rebuke's not wonderful here. For the simple fact that on the draw it's often too slow, but it's probably better than this. I don't think I've ever said that, ever. I am like the least confident person anyone's ever met. Unless we're talking about my peacocking. This is a heck of a game. Can't keep. No colored sources of land. It's a good enough hand to keep, I think, but it's not a good hand. Opponent's got a good hand. Interesting. I'm gonna play this one because it blocks, so it like may make them throw a burn spell, and it's the only way that I can use the Renegade map for a swamp next turn and still have black mana off of the Spire of Industry. But we definitely block if given opportunity. We were not given the opportunity, so we're like taking a million. Alright, well, we'll search this and get our swamp. And hoping that his hand's like fairly medium, because if it's not, we are definitely dead. So he gets 2 unimpeded turns. Ooh, that's probably the best card they could have. That has to be enough to beat us, right? Just that card alone has to be enough to beat us. And a burn spell, and okay, now we're at 2. If we win from a 2 life versus their basically burn deck, I'll sing a song and dance. Well, we can beat what we see. What? I mean, a pretty easy block. Wait! What? What? Why did they concede? They just had to draw a lightning strike to kill, or any shock effect to kill us at some point in this game. What was this concession? What? Possibly. We hadn't completely lost this game. Like, they have no cards in their hand, and we were going to be able to play this next turn, which gets us 2 blockers, and then we were going to be able to sack one of these, which gets us a 3rd blocker, so their attacks on the ground didn't do anything. If we'd drawn a Battle to Bridge before they drew a burn spell, we probably win. Obviously, they have more burn spells than we have Battle to Bridges, but it's only letting us look at 2 cards. So, like, we weren't 100% dead there, and we were like slightly ahead on board, but we were at 2 life. This game they would have probably just drawn a burn spell and kill us. Like, there's something like, what, 12 burn spells in their deck or something, and they've only played 2. Maybe they sideboarded out some shocks, and maybe they only had like 6 outs or something. If they only had like 5 or 6 outs because of sideboarding, then like maybe we were a slight favorite, but I have to imagine we were a pretty strong dog here. Though I do think if we'd drawn 1 Battle to Bridge in, say, the next 2 turns, I don't think we would have lost. So, I don't know. It's interesting. But anyway, 4-1 with this deck. It felt pretty medium, but it was like really fun and it can obviously do some winning. Like, we beat a red-black deck, we beat a stompy deck, so like this deck can obviously win some. Then we beat 2 opponents. One of them that was just like didn't play Magic either game, and the other one that was a close match, and I think his deck's a favorite, and that he probably conceded in a winnable game, but whatever, we got the win, and that's all we care about. Hey, Prepoid? Prepod? Prepod. I'll call you Prepod. Hey, Prepod, thank you for the follow. I highly appreciate it. I don't think I missed anybody else. I gotta get alerts. But anyway, the Silver Showcase is coming on in about 12 minutes, and I'm pretty hyped to watch that. So, we're going to find somebody to host. Is anybody playing Standard? Nope. So, do I want to host Gabby playing something, or what's Gabby playing? I don't know what Gabby's playing. Alright, her stream says starting soon, so we're just going to host Biohazard. So, go chill over there, show her some love. Yeah, the beta draft is supposed to come on at 5 Eastern. Gabo, it's the, like, 150,000 invitational tournament with, like, Brian Kibler and Amaz and David Williams, and I am absolutely blanking on names right now. I think maybe John Finkel. I want to say some of the pro points winners. So like probably Levy, maybe Shuhei. But yeah, it's a beta Rochester draft, and there's a massive prize pool, and they're donating all the Magic cards that they open. Yeah, Kifka's there. Good call. That's the Hearthstone, another Hearthstone player. He's a great player too. But anyway, so I think it's like 150,000 for the prize pool or something for them. Don't quote me on that. But then they're donating all the open cards to charity. So like if they open a Black Lotus or something like that, it's going to be like $6,000 going to charity, which rocks. Yeah, no, it's completely a charity thing. Like it's not. Yeah, no. Kifko was. He was like platinum or close to platinum. But no, it's just about it's just a charity thing, just a nice little thing that they're doing before the Pro Tour. I wish they had invited more Magic players, or like I wish maybe they gave the money to charity and let the players keep their beta cards or something. But yeah, I wish could have been a little better. My speculation is, and this is totally a guess, and I infer this guess based on like tweets I've seen, watching the developer stuff and stuff. I think they expected to be able to do this event on MTG Arena, and that they were going to use it to promote MTG Arena, possibly when MTG Arena was going live or going into open beta, and that MTG Arena was not ready for open beta, and that they got kind of threw this together at the last second, and because at the last Pro Tour Grand Prix or whatever, where they had the live beta draft, it was at Las Vegas, it was such a hit that they thought people would love this again. But that's my speculation. I do not know if it's true, but I believe that's how this came together. I don't believe this was their intention from the beginning. I think they had intended to giving back to their pros and really spotlight Arena and stuff like that, and that it just didn't work out. But anyway, I'm obsessed with O-Cards. I love watching people open packs, so I really want to go check out the Rochester draft. So I'm going to go warm some food up. Take care, everybody, and have a good day. We'll be back tomorrow, but I have to be honest, I am a coverage junkie in the Pro Tours this weekend, which means I'll be watching the Pro Tour every day, so I'm probably just going to be doing like hour Arena streams for the next 3 days. But take care, everybody, and thanks for your support as always.